Hi, it's about time I made a video, and I guess my dumbass decided let's make a video outside during golden hour and permanently blind ourselves. But yeah, so how are you doing today? I can't see anything, like the camera looks like just a black box. Wow, I think I just finally realized how absolutely fucking exhausted I look. But yeah, today I just wanted to do like a little get ready with me and then like go over Falscara, which is honestly the worst eyelash extension, whatever it is that I've ever tried. Oh damn, that's why it was so hot. Okay, so this mirror was fucking shining light on me and I was dying, absolutely and completely and entirely. Like, to the point where in which I'd have to call, and this bitch did it again. I have to call the police. But yeah, I want to do some bushy brows. I want to do bushy boy brows. And of course, I left my brow gel inside. Luckily, I left my window open. And it's not open to invitation for any intruders. Oh my god, finally, the sun is gone behind a cloud. Oh no, that's a really tiny cloud. I swear, like, the second I'm trying to find a spoolie, I can't find a single spoolie. But like, God forbid I'm looking for something else at the time, because I will find I'll find exactly that. But a spoolie, no, I can't seem to find one. All right, so I'm still fucking blind. But yeah, let's get on to the brows. I'm just gonna take like a brown eyeliner and just yeah, totally. That's definitely gonna work. It's not gonna look stupid at all. I'm a very Instagram glam brow kind of person, so this is kind of not my MO. But let's try things, new things. It's the quarantine, you know? It's not like anyone's gonna see it except for me, myself, and the squirrels. Now I mildly look like an ogre, and that's okay. Well, I put a giant Home Depot box in front of my tripod to hopefully block out the sun from my eyes, but it appears that I am still blinded by the light. But I'm gonna just move on anyway because I'm already kind of blind and that box is about to fall over. Huzzah. I love how I'm legitimately 4 minutes into filming and I've literally done almost nothing. So now I'm just gonna take a little tan tour because we wanna look tanned and contoured for the gods. Yeah, tan tour. If you can't tone it, tan it. Tan and tone for the gods. There we go. If you can't tan it, no, if you can't tone it, tan it. Oh, you know what, Huda? And I guess apparently a little goes a long way, even though you see like Instagram girls going into like a plastic spatula and grabbing like 4 grams of product. What eye look am I doing? Oh, I was doing orange. So original. Yeah, so I'm just to take a little bit of my favorite concealer, the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. Because apparently everyone's saying that the Infinite is super dry. And I'm like a 50-year-old white man's humor, so I would not survive that. So I'm gonna just take a little concealer and just dab it on like usual. I actually haven't been using concealer for a primer for a while because I've been mostly using like freaking that like putty eye primer or like the ABH primer or the Urban Decay priming potion, which I hate low-key because it's just so thin and I feel like I don't get anything done with it. Same thing for like the W7 primer. After it sits out for a year, it gets better, but who has time to let their primer sit out for a year? So I guess I'm gonna take a little bit of yellow, and pat it in the inner crease like usual. Because apparently I managed to squeeze yellow into all my looks, unconsciously and intentionally. And I'm We'll put ons. But how's quarantine treating you guys? Because so far it's treating me like shit. Because I'm not allowed to go anywhere. And if I go to the store, I'm only allowed to go for an hour. And my roommates are being themselves, which is interesting and frustrating at the same time, you know? Because that's kind of like what you have to deal with when you're not living on your own. And then everyone's like, why don't you just move in your boyfriend? Move in with your boyfriend. Move in with your boyfriend. Yeah, move in your boyfriend. Like, what I do with my life is what I do with my life. And I can't wait for a cloud to go over that sun. But, I mean, partially I feel like the quarantine's for the greater good because it's going to help not kill out the weak, but feed out the weak, you know? And it's gonna, sorry, I'm on the porch and it's terrifying. It's gonna just like, I don't know, help with the population issues that we're currently having in this day and age. Which is really stupid because you think that like such a technically advanced species wouldn't have issues with population, but apparently we do because there are still people who are against abortion. There are still people who are in the mentality of like, oh, I want to breed and like spread my seed and like have lots of children. But like that's not what we need to have going on right now. Like, I understand like, oh, you don't believe in abortion. And yeah, that's your beliefs, but sometimes you need to put aside your beliefs for the greater good. Kind of like 1870? No, like 1760 or something like that. There was a quarantine in an entire village, and literally almost everyone in that village died. But they stayed quarantined for the greater good of the people, not because of themselves, not because they were like, well, I want to go outside. Well, I want to go make babies. They did it because it's what's best for the human race, you know? And I find it very frustrating because I personally have no problem dying if it's for the better of like the world. And it's just like hard because I can't really find people who agree with that or like second that. And oh my God, thank God the sun's gone. So I'm gonna just take some orange blush because I'm feeling adventurous today. Wait, it doesn't look half bad. Wow, okay. Shooketh. And the sun's back. But yeah, and it's just like, it's like kind of like the rule of one where like in China you can only have like one child, or like Rule of One, the book. Oh, that book is so good. Look it up, guys. It's great. But like, I personally feel that there needs to be like population laws. There needs to be like breeding laws. Not to say breeding laws, but breeding laws basically. Because there are tons and tons and tons of children who are orphaned or have no parents, Exhibit A, who really want a loving home with parents that were going to care for them. And it's very hard for me to not get upset over people doing all this work to have a baby. I understand how like we are mentally programmed to want to have a baby, and I understand that so many women and men have issues with fertility. I have issues with fertility myself. I have PCOS and my boyfriend's sterile. We can't have kids. And I've come to terms with that fact because adoption is always an option. Like, it is always an option. And it's actually better for the world, in my opinion. It may be hard on you emotionally, but I guarantee you will learn to love that child as your own. You really will. It may be hard at first, and you may lack connection at first. But just don't resort to the new maker experiment, because that will not go well for anybody. But yeah, I hope you understand what I mean, and don't like coming across as like cold, because a lot of people think I'm like cold and like just like disassociative to life, because I just don't really see quarantine as much of an issue for people. I get like, yeah, you want to go outside. Yeah, okay, go outside, but make it limited. And yeah, I understand myself included, we want to go places, we want to hang out. And for the good of the elderly, we shouldn't. But also, let's go out. But back on population. I really think that some sort of population control would be great for this world in this day and age. Because, like, we're not living on Terra Nova. We're not trying to repopulate a planet. We're not living with the mentality that we had, say, 200 years ago, where infant mortality was like a 78%, and we needed children to work on the fields, children to go to work to help support the family. It's not like that anymore. We have a population density issue. And just imagine a 8-mile town has close to 30,000 people. That's a lot of people in such a small area. And it's just not good for the environment. It's also not good for people mentally. Literally, all these apartments, they're like just a couple feet apart because there's so much population density. And there's like literally people starving because there's not enough food for everyone. There really isn't. And I just wish that it wasn't an issue. And I feel like population control would help lessen it. I really do. I really love the Alta Island. It's like so fucking good. But on a side note, other than the quarantine and not having a job and being stuck in subsidized housing and living with people I don't know and not being able to see my boyfriend, life's great. Oh yeah, and all my increasing health issues, my autoimmune disease. But other than that, life is great because it could always be worse. That's why I keep trying to remind myself. But, you know, it's hard to remember when you're dying on the floor or when you're dying in LA. Because nobody knows you know. Oh, I wish a cloud would blow past. Honestly, if it wasn't, like, so bright, I would genuinely enjoy being out here because it's, like, quite warm. Not warm enough for me to be in a bikini, but warm enough for me to not be concerned about catching hypothermia. Because we all know that's a risk for me. I also have like really low blood pressure apparently. And it, like, I was on blood pressure medication a little bit ago and I stopped taking it because it just made everything so much worse. And I was like legit like passing out every time I stood up. I would stand up and just on the floor like a dead man. Which is quite concerning for your roommates, you know. You're in the middle of having a dinner and you stand up to go clear the table and you just on the floor. But I guess they're used to it now. Because last time it happened, they didn't say anything. Which is okay, in my opinion. Okay, so, oh, my friend, he's back! I have a squirrel friend who comes to hang out with me every day. And he didn't come yesterday, but he's right there. Well, I'm not gonna cut off the camera, but he's like on the roof. Now he jumped off the roof, but I leave him like little cranberry cookies around. And it's like really great because it just gives me a little light of my life, a little fun, a little bit of Monica in my life. I shouldn't say that. My roommate's name is Monica. Okay, honestly, I don't think I'm on this bushy brow train. I think it looks tacky and gross. But that's okay. If you like it, that's great. And so now onto the Falscara. So I have tried everything in my willpower to like revive this shit for show. And it just really does not want to cooperate. Of course the wind wants to come the second I pull out lashes. So it comes in like a little case and it got another little second case. It's a little guy inside of a little guy. And that little guy is a little guy, you know? And it comes with a little case on top of it to like protect them. Kind of like the Lashify lashes, which I'm not on board for because those don't last either. And so this bond is like really clumpy and I can't really like brush it on either. Oh, now you want to brush on. But even then it's brushing on like in chunks. But I'm gonna just try it again. So you're supposed to apply it under your lashes and I honestly cannot put anything under my lashes. So I'm gonna just try and apply it on top. Fucking My only problem with warm weather is bugs. And they're like, oh, put on bug spray. Okay, bitch, I'm allergic to DEET. Okay, so I'm brushing on top. Looks like there's nothing on. Looks like there's literally nothing on there. Take the little wisp. Put it on top. Press it in. Okay, well, it stayed on that time. And someone's smoking, and I can't breathe. Okay, so you see how I tried putting on that second lash that's already coming off? It not already come off. It's off. So I'm gonna try again. Place it on, and then press it in. This bitch for real to want it, and I don't want to stay on. I'm gonna just move on to the third one and act like it didn't happen. This lash literally just completely and entirely fell apart. Like, little, I'm so upset. Ugh, these are so shitty. I can't. I might as well just freaking cut up a pair of my own lashes. And they're trying to charge $20 for this, and it fucking falls apart in less than 2 minutes. And some girls are out here saying that they last a week. Like, they literally look no different, at least from my perspective, than my regular lashes. Like, why would I want this for a week if it looks literally zero difference? But let's move on to the other eye. So I'm noticing that I'm like getting more product on if I just roll it on instead of just brushing it on. Also, our washer isn't draining, so that's wonderful. Wunderbar. It's fucking fan-fucking-tastic. Maybe I should put it on with this hand. And I've also fucking lost acrylics because fucking shit, bro. I'm about 5 seconds from giving up because this is like my 4th time trying it and I've gotten nowhere. My lashes are just sticking together and they're uncomfortable and they're sticky and this stupid applicator is freaking taking off my eyeliner. Okay, you see how it took me 10 minutes just to get that one itty bitty little tiny whiny lash on? How long you both gonna take me to get this one on? Okay, I don't think it's me because I know how to put on individual lashes. I honestly think it's like the product. Like, okay, these themselves are okay, separate from this. Like, if you bought these with a Lashify kit, maybe, but these are like way more flimsy. And this, I don't even know what the fuck is going on with this. And it's just so sticky. And I feel like I can't get like a good application. I seriously can't. You know what? I'm gonna give up now. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead before I add on another lash and fuck up my face. And they only give you 5 Hey, Monica! They only give you 5 lashes. And if you break 2, like I did, you only got 3 lashes. And I don't know about you, but I don't see much of a difference. Maybe that's because I wear dramatic lashes pretty often nowadays. And by pretty often nowadays, I mean every day. So, but I'm gonna try putting on the seal and we're gonna see how that goes. Oh, it smells like mascara. It smells like clear mascara. So I'm gonna just put that on. Oh, it's going on white. Oh Lord, call the police. Oh, I'm not down for this. Oh my god, they're already coming off. When I brush them up, you can kind of see them, but other than that, no. All right, so if these don't stay on for the next like 5 minutes, if they're gone in 5 minutes, like if a single one of them falls off, I'm taking all of them off. Also, the Mega Honey highlighter is like the greatest highlighter. The greatest like cheap highlighter that I've found in a really, really, really long time. Actually, in general, it's a really good highlighter. So Revolution, I used to think that their eyeshadows were like thebomb.com, and then I met ColourPop, and then I met Morphe and all sorts of other brands. And I was like, oh, okay. But honestly, Revolution with their highlights and their concealers, they're honestly changing the game. They really are. Also, you guys like the wet edges? I don't know if I like it. I mean, I like it if I part it right here or right here, but I don't know if I like it in the middle. It kind of makes me look like I just fell out the water. Of course, the sun wants to like go behind the clouds the second I want to finish recording. Also, I dropped this highlighter and I'm very devastated. Look at my hands. What's going on? I was supposed to get my nails done, and I don't feel like putting on Gel X because I always do Gel X. I do Gel X this, Gel X this, I already do acrylics. And these are polygel, actually. I mean, I liked them, but this one, I don't know what happened. These, they fell off because I was slamming doors, honestly. And this one popped off while I was scratching inside my ear. So imagine just scratching inside your ear, all of a sudden, pull your finger out, your nail's gone, and there's a nail in your ear. No. Also, I'm low-key irritated because like one of my roommates is not to say white, but she's mixed, but she acts white, like whiter than white. And every time I pull out a styling wrap for my edges, she's like, "Is that tissue paper? It looks like tissue paper. Can I touch it? Can I pull it?" And I'm like, and every time I have my brushes anywhere, she wants to like play with them. And I'm just like, oh my fucking god, can you see the white stuff on there? Because I can still see it. And like, okay, so they only look good if I pull my lashes up, and even then it's just... I didn't even really have to pull. They came right off. But no, now my lashes are fucked up. This bitch left me out. All right, so since this stupid ass Falscara want to play games, I'm gonna get me my Bella hair lashes. Some really good lashes. I use them for everything. Perfect. And let's find some wispies. Let's find some wispies since apparently we're on a wispy trend today. These work perfect, fine, beautiful, wonderful. And I forgot my scissors. That's okay, because my window is wide open. All right, so of course the wind picks up the second I put on lashes. The very second. Not right before, not right after, but the very second. And so since these are new, we're gonna pull the adhesive off, because I do that to all my lashes, because I don't understand why they gotta adhese them to the fucking board. Just fucking place them in there. Just place them in there. I'm not trying to get all this extra factory glue on my eyelids. I'm gonna trim the band, because although I have big eyes for my face, I have small eyes because I have a small face, but I got a big ass head. I only need 1 squirt of foundation because I got a small face. And we pulling out our duo lash glue, because fuck Lashify. Not Lashify, no, Lashify great. Fuck Falscara. I'm fucking mad. $20 fucking for that shit. And on top of that, I dropped a pair of wispies behind the bed when I was trying to get them through the window. So I guess I learned my lesson or something. God, how horrible would it be if I spent like 40 minutes making this video and my microphone wasn't on. All right, we are back with some regular, odegular, everyday, falsy, like wispies from Bella Hair. And these took like maybe 2 minutes at most to put on. You barely see them, but you see them more than those stupid ass Falscara that fucking broke in 20 seconds and can't stay on. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye. Actually, on a side note, I'm gonna put some yellow scrunchies in my hair. Because of course I always revert to space buns. Always.